remember they had a fire on the El Dorado one year, and it went on for about 2 weeks. And finally they called me upstairs and said, hey, here's what we got. Think you can do anything with it? We built China walls as high as these walls in here out of rock and stopped this thing from running down. We stayed there about 5 days just building rock walls as high as these ceilings in places just to stop this fire. And I think a lot of it has to do with the overhead. Like, we can do this. We can do this. For example, I was in Minnesota for 6 weeks. They had a 5,000 acre fire burning in the peat. And it burned down there, 30, 40 feet. I had pictures of snow back there from the DNR guys that saying, hey, your fire's still burning. In the wintertime coming up through the snow. But I got out there, they're trying to stop this thing, and they had mowed down acres and acres and acres of trees, tamarack, and just laid them down on the ground. It was just a mess. I got to looking around on the maps and so on and found this lake. Got with the Fish and Game, went in there and blasted out. I was a blaster again. So I was able to blast out these beaver dams and get this water coming down these old canals. And then we built Visqueen dams in there and flooded the peat. Out there, it flooded out about 100 yards. And we never got to where they did all their damage with the cats. We put it out before it got there. But they were, you come from California, like you'll be there too if you haven't already been in situations like this with a guy come out there one day, and I'm in a Jeep with tires about so high because the grass is taller than that. And he says he's looking for the expert from California. And I said, what's his name? And he tells me Charlie Caldwell. Okay, that's a tough title to live up to, but what do you got going? And he was a state fire marshal. He had a fire in a silo. And I get over there, I say, well, I've never seen a silo fire in my life. And I get over there and I see what they're doing. They're building a bomb, putting water in on top of this huge silo. And now they're crying because I'm telling them they got to get all that stuff out of there. It's a winter feed for a dairy farm. But those people had no idea what they were doing. They were actually building a bomb that would have flattened that whole ranch. Yeah, so you just, like I said, common sense in a lot of cases. Yeah. But then when the DNR thought we were some kind of heroes back there, because I was IC on 2 5,000 acre fires at the same time. And they said, maybe what can we do for you guys? I said, well, why don't you send us home Amtrak? I said, okay, we can do that. Now I've got Washington office, regional office, North Zone, all on the phone on me, saying, what's going on? What are you trying to pull? Nothing. They asked me if they could do us a favor by. So I said that. Well, that people can't ride Amtrak because the Rough Riders from Oregon tore up an Amtrak train one year. So that was no good. We couldn't ride Amtrak anymore after that.